Alicia, I have very difficult news to tell you.
What?
I love you.
Everything he does is kind of perfect as far as I'm concerned.
We're losing this patient. I'm gonna need more than that, both of you.
I killed our chief of surgery.
You waltzed back in here like nothing happened.
I went to the chief and told her that you weren't in a position to do any surgery today, and that Chris Galloway should take your surgery.
I ordered the investigation.
Clear.
You're talking about the death of my sister.
It's not his fault.
He's one of the best surgeons we have in this hospital.
I love you.
I will testify on behalf of Dr. Fuller's character.
So, remember when we hung out in Ohio? It was a couple of years ago. You just moved into a new place. Remember that day?
Yeah, in Cincinnati. Is that when you met me at the airport?
Right. So, did you love me then?
I thought we talked about this. Remember when you proposed to me when we were little kids?
No, but I remember you telling me about it several times. Yeah.
You don't remember that? That was like, remember I beat up that kid who was calling you names, and then you turned around and you got down on your knee. You scraped your knee on the, you don't remember that? Look at your knee, there's a little scar.
Well, yeah. But there was so much going on then, right? That was right after Bianca passed, and like my parents were just like out of their minds, and I don't know.
What are you saying? Are you saying you didn't really feel that way?
Oh, Dr. Fuller. Miss Summers. It's so good to see our doctor have such a friendly relationship with his counsel.
Well.
Meryl.
Yep, here we are. Meryl.
Miss Summers. I hope that we can remain cordial during these proceedings.
Oh yes, I'm sure we'll remain cordial.
Cam, I ordered croissants.
Oh, I like your blazer.
What?
I know.
Any chance of a acquittal right away?
You know I can't answer that. This will be a fair proceeding.
Well, I'm not so sure now. Sounds like I don't really know what's going on. What is going on?
I ordered croissants, Miss Summers.
Mm-hmm. You didn't offer me any croissants.
Uh-oh.
Would you like a croissant?
I would not.
Well then.
You angered the dragon, Meryl. Joyce, you ready to go in?
Yes, Cam. I am.
Funny seeing you here.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Are you, doing anything in particular right now?
Just getting some supplies. Sorry, you caught me off guard.
Yeah, sorry, too.
No. It's good to see you.
You feeling like you're ready to work? I know you were resting for a couple weeks. And I don't want to be heavy-handed or suggest that you can't work.
No, I feel great, actually. Actually, a lot thanks to you.
Doing my doctor job.
Well, you're pretty good at it.
I hear there's going to be croissants.
Oh, yeah, of course. Meryl loves her croissants, doesn't she?
Do you think that Cameron's a good doctor? Do you think he deserves another chance? Do you think people deserve another chance?
Cameron, Dr. Fuller is one of the best surgeons we have in this hospital.
I know, but you keep saying that, but do you really think that he didn't do anything wrong?
Look, it's not about right or wrong. You know, when we live in that duality, we find ourselves putting ourselves in a box. All right, we're doctors, okay? It's not that simple. We do our best, and we hope for the best turnout. Look, your father meant a lot to me, to this entire hospital, and he meant a lot to Cameron too. I promise you, he did everything he could.
I don't care what happened to my father. That man was dead to me long before he died. I care about you, no matter whether I deserve a second chance or if you deserve a second chance or not. I am concerned about you right now.
Hey, I bought you some. While I was gone for a couple of weeks, I got into baking. I made you a cookie. I know it's silly, but it's an almond chocolate.
I'm allergic to almonds.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess you're just gonna have to watch me eat it then.
No, don't, because then I can't kiss you. Later, I'll kiss you later.
Oh, you didn't mean? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not right now.
We gotta get to the hearing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Kevin McMaster. Well, I'll be dang. You're a long way from Harvard.
Well, somebody has to be in the cafeteria buying their regulation applesauce, chocolate, and Diet Coke, but then you'll know that because we go back a long way. But
you should do.
Today, of course, I'm not, Kevin McMaster, your friend. I'm Kevin McMaster, lawyer for the hospital. The man has to represent the interests of the hospital in this investigation. And I know Cam is your friend.
Right. And with you saying that, listen, between me and you and this whole hospital, I understand what it means on paper, but let me just tell you, it means a lot to me to have you in there, to have sort of a sympathetic, kind of compassionate face in there for Cam. And of all the people that Meryl could have chosen, I'm really glad she chose you because I know that you're going to do one solid for us.
Sympathetic and compassionate, Chris. Have you forgotten how you failed to return my sister's calls?
I didn't forget that. I'm glad you brought it up, and I would like to talk to you about it. sometime.
Well, forgive me, I have to go. I have a croissant in my pocket for Meryl.
A what? I don't understand British accents sometimes.
All right, people, we have exactly 12 hours. I would like a fair proceeding, a just proceeding, one that neither moves along too quickly or gets distracted by distracting personal tangents. We have Kevin McMaster here representing the hospital, and of course, Joyce Summers representing Dr. Cam Fuller. Let it be known that Miss Summers would like to be offered carbohydrates, though she does not want to actually eat them.
Wow. Should have known I would see you here, Kevy.
I hope that this isn't going to get too personal. After all, we were married at least 3 years ago, and for only a short time because your heart was really elsewhere, wasn't it?
Wow. It's interesting that you don't remember how long ago, but why should I be surprised? It makes me barky.
Ms. Summers, I would like to remind you, we are in an active working hospital. Smoking is not allowed.
Meryl, your Burberry jacket looks very smart. Almost as smart as the day I bought it for you.
Let's move into the proceedings.
I thought, never mind.
Am I too early? Because this is awkward.
Dr. Love, you are right on time. Someone please tell me, why is Dr. Love relevant to these proceedings? I'm ready to listen.
Well, as the daughter of one of the deceased, it bears upon whether or not we might get sued, for example, as a hospital. Is Dr. Love likely to sue the hospital for any malpractice concerning the death of her father?
I guess that's a really great and pertinent question. I went over the case files. You know, as you know, I'm even though I'm a first-year resident here, I was a third-year resident in NYGen, and seemed like the cardiologist did all that they could for a man that was relatively unhealthy, surprisingly so for being a cardiologist.
So you in no way have any blame to issue to the hospital, is that correct, Dr. Love?
I think that's irrelevant whether there's blame to the hospital or not.
And what about to Dr. Fuller? Is that relevant?
I think that when some, I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't. I did see the case file and the doctor's notes. I'm sure he did everything he was capable of doing.
How about this? Do you know Dr. Cameron Fuller, the wonderful?
Yes, I do know Dr. Cameron Fuller.
Wonderful. Could you describe what kind of guy he is? What kind of doctor he is? Is he somebody who would make a mistake in a surgery?
Objection. Calls for hearsay.
We're not.
Sorry. This isn't the courtroom. I keep forgetting.
Wow, Kevy. We're not in court.
I will sustain it nonetheless. I like a professional setting.
Is that why you wore the same Burberry top and suit that he got for me? Thanks very much, Kevy.
I would like to remind you this is an active working hospital and smoking is not allowed, Miss Summers.
Could you please get me a gluten-free croissant?
Are there almonds in this croissant? Because I'm feeling like tight in the throat, just even being close to it.
So Yeah, I mean, what more can I say about Dr. Fuller?
But that doesn't explain why you've regrown the beard in 1 week. We've spent half an hour just talking about your beard.
Kevin, Mr. McMaster, I asked Dr. Ayub in here to be a character witness for Dr. Fuller, as he knows him quite personally.
I'm sorry.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. I've an immense amount of testosterone in my body that causes my hair to grow really fast. I mean, if that's the answer you're looking for, it's just facts.
How about this, Dr. Ayub? The last time I saw you, you were covered in blood. And that was Cameron Fuller's blood. And I just wanted to know how you have felt about the outcome. I mean, do you truly support him? Are you happy he's still alive? Would you stab him in the back?
Excuse me, stab him in the back? I think you maybe aren't aware of the relationship I've had with Cameron Fuller. We've been working in this hospital for the past 4 years together. Sure, we're competitive at times. Sure, just like, just like any good friends, we find ways to try to one-up each other, but he's like a brother to me. And when I held him in my arms in that elevator, and I felt his life slipping away, I could only imagine what this hospital would be like without him. And it's a hospital I don't want to be in.
I mean, it sounds like you would only say something like that about a really qualified surgeon, somebody who...
Objection. This is just an opinion. It's not based on anything at all. Your opinions have consistently been demeaning, personal, and wrong.
Again, we're not in court, Kevy. This is just a hearing.
Listen, Joyce, what happened to the patches? We agreed to give up smoking together at exactly the same time. I still don't smoke. You seem to be smoking again. How much have you spent since that time, that day in Cancun where we agreed to stop smoking?
Let's get back on track.
Sorry, Meryl.
Dr. Ayub, your sister died at Dr. Fuller's hands.
Yeah.
And you are next of kin.
Yes. And I asked Fuller to do the surgery, so I trusted him. And despite losing my sister, I still trust him.
Alloway, you were in Dr. Love's surgery before he perished. Can you tell us your experiences there?
Sure. Well, Frank Love, Dr. Frank Love, our former chief of surgery, he had a condition called cardiac amyloidosis. And, well, basically it was a routine procedure. And we were going to give him a pacemaker. And upon that procedure, we realized that his other organs were failing because they were not receiving enough oxygen. And it was not a condition in which we were able to fix in time to save.
Couldn't you tell that there was a problem from the fact that he was experiencing syncope? Surely that indication alone, the fainting, would have given most doctors a clue that there was some problem with oxidation.
I don't know. Kevy, you sure have a lot of syncope, especially when we were together.
Well, you took all the oxygen out of the room. Any room we spent any time together in.
That's just
Summers,
rude.
I would like to remind you that this is an active, functional hospital and smoking is not allowed.
Sorry, Meryl.
Still waiting on my gluten-free pastry.
I object.
You can't object. That's our job.
Oh, okay. Overruled.
You can't overrule either.
Oh, sustained, and I won't say another word.
Kevin?
Sorry.
Kevin,
Yes.
you're becoming heated.
I'm sorry. The last time I became heated was in Acapulco with you. I'm sorry.
When were you in Acapulco?
It is not relevant to this investigation.
It is relevant to my life. Thank you so much. Just confirmed it. We were in Acapulco together. I know it. Thanks again, Kev. Been great.
So I feel like you guys probably have what you need from me. So it was a surgery, and we failed. And I say we as a point of emphasis because I was in the room with Cam, and you've heard it before, and let me say it again, that Cam is the best surgeon, not only in this hospital, but most likely on this side of the country. And let me just zoom out even more, probably on this hemisphere. And Kevin, Counselor McMaster, I understand what it's like to get heated. I understand when emotions can, fly through your body. Imagine being a 19-year-old and having a young love with a young girl, and things get wild faster than you were expecting, and you get scared and you leave and you don't return a phone call. Basically what I'm saying, everybody, is that's not Cam. Cam doesn't get heated. Cam's cool under pressure. And there are just some things that can't be fixed. And that was Frank Love's condition at that moment. I've heard a lot about these croissants, and I have yet to find them. And I just would like someone to point them to me.
As long as you're not gluten-free, because there are none for anyone who's gluten-free.
So thank you. I'm going to grab that, and then I'll come back in and I'll answer some more questions. Thank you.
Dr. Fuller.
Cammy Bear.
Thank you for joining us today.
Well, Mr. McMaster. I can't tell if you're the guest star in my show or if I'm the guest star in yours.
I'm just a bit player in the story of both of these women here.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty accurate, I think.
That's what I heard. That tracks.
Everyone says you're an excellent surgeon. But are you? After all, you lost 2 patients. You were taken off a 3rd surgery.
I was taken off of that surgery because of politics, not because of my expertise. Anyone here knows that I leave my heart on the floor every time I leave it. I don't know what else I can tell you. I feel like my record,
Your record speaks for itself. 2 dead people and a 3rd person that you were removed from the surgery for.
Well, if it helps at all, Kevin, I feel like a dead person. So thank you.
I felt like a dead person for the last 2 years.
But that makes 2.
Could you both explain what you mean by feeling like dead people and how that is relevant to this investigation?
I'd like to move on to the fact that didn't Ayub have a systolic pressure of 10,080?
That is true. It was a challenging process for all of us. We were all caught off guard.
Is it even possible to have a blood pressure of 10,080 and survive it? Cam. That shirt.
Joyce, I think the figure you're looking for is 1,080, which is absolutely typical of you. These figures are important.
You're always minimizing everything.
Don't talk to her like that.
Thank you, Cammy Bear.
You want to be a dick? Be a dick to me. That's fine.
All right then, Dr. Fuller, how about this? Dr. Love's daughter suggested you do a whip stitch during the surgery. And what's more, you did it. A whip stitch.
Can you please describe what a whip stitch is, Cam?
Hold on a minute. Mr. McMaster, can you please describe what a whip stitch is?
It's a kind of crisscross grit stitch that goes around the edges.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm sure you would have saved the day had you been there.
Well, to be frank, my dad would much rather have had me be a doctor. I was pleasing my mum to be a lawyer. That's how I met Joyce, sitting watching her, trying a case. So brilliant in that courtroom.
Kevin, I would like you to ask you to keep personal things out of this.
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Hart, this is a working, functioning hospital. I would like to remind you there's no smoking allowed.
You're gonna try to stop her from smoking, you would have better luck flying out the window.
When I first knew
Smoking.
Joyce, she was smoking, and she still is.
So you were bad for her.
She was bad for me.
Let's take a recess.
So typical of you, having to infiltrate every aspect of my life. I thought we were done.
Look, this is a complete coincidence. I didn't know you were going to be representing Cameron. I didn't even know his name until I heard you shout it out loud on our wedding night.
Well, I mean, good memory.
In fact, I think you just shouted Cam, didn't you? I thought you were saying something else. Only now do I realize what you actually meant.
I was saying, damn,
Yes.
holla is what I was saying.
No wonder me and Meryl happened. I loved you so much. Every single fiber of my being cried out for you that first day I saw you in court. But
And
then,
it was all downhill from there. Look, Kev, here's the issue. You were hooking up with somebody else the entire time. You brought us both to Acapulco. You got us both the same Burberry suits. Like, that's insane. That's an insane person.
it's not insane, it's an economy. There was a sale on. Buy one, get one half price. I'm sure there's an acronym for that. I just don't
Which
know
one
it.
was I? Which one was I, Kev? I was supposed to be the full price, and you made me half price.
You were always full price for me. I just was the half for you, because the other half you were never going to have. But maybe you have now. What's going on between you and Cam?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's the real investigation that's going on here, isn't it?
Look, I don't interfere with what you do. We are legally divorced. You do you, boo. I'm gonna do me. And that means somebody who's not a dick.
You sure there aren't almonds in that croissant? Or it's like almond flavored coffee? Because like sorry, never mind. I'm sure.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Dr. Love, I would like to know how your relationship with Dr. Ayub is obstructing your ability to see justice during this investigation.
That's some sort of joke, right? This is a joke. You're asking about my personal relationships about somebody that has nothing to do with why we're here.
Dr. Ayub's sister did die.
And
you've made a point of having conversations with doctors all the way through your early medical career here, talking to them during surgeries, possibly distracting them. We just want to know whether there's a potential liability involved in that. We might be ending up being sued because of you and by you.
is this not a teaching hospital, Meryl? Because if I'm in the wrong place to learn.
I have a question, Love. Is he coming across as kind of a dick?
I mean, I think this is his job. So it's like, I would expect to be feeling
a
pressure.
dick.
I guess I only know one dick, and I only like that dick. So I don't know. I don't like.
I have a question for you, Dr. Love. Your father suffered from a hardening of the heart. Had his heart hardened?
I wasn't there. The case files said that it did.
Toward you, Dr. Love. Had his heart hardened towards you?
My father was complicated. He was a good surgeon. He was really focused on his work and he knew what he wanted. And I don't think I fit into that equation for him. So does that mean he wasn't a good person? I don't know. I don't know how that's relevant. But I know that he was a good surgeon and a lot of people looked up to him. And that if Dr. Fuller could have saved him, he would have.
I see you found some carbohydrates.
You know what? There's gluten in this, isn't there? You did this on purpose.
I neither did nothing on purpose to help you or to hinder you, Miss Summers. I simply provided pastries.
With gluten.
Miss Summers, if you are looking for a pastry that doesn't have gluten, I have some extra cookies.
Charles, you're not even gluten intolerant. It's just a fad. It's just, I don't want gluten, like you didn't want sex.
Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who drinks ionized water and colloidal silver. You gonna listen to him? May I have one of those cookies, please?
Silver has antibiotic properties.
Kevin, I will remind you not to get heated. When you get heated, you put your hand on my leg.
Thank you, Dr. Ayub.
You're welcome. They're shaped as hearts.
Dr. Ayub, you've probably had sex with most of the staff of this hospital. Do you think that causes any kind of distraction?
No, actually, I find it gives me more focus.
Not you, I mean everybody else.
Oh.
Actually, I would like to hear about him. Does it give you more focus when you have sex with other people in the hospital, Dr. Ayub?
I mean, shouldn't you be able to answer about the having sex with multiple people and how that affects your work?
It completely destroyed my focus. But then you dreaming of having sex with Can was the start of this all.
Dr. Ayub.
That's right.
Do you think it's possible that Dr. Fuller could have had sex with someone else in this hospital while maintaining his focus?
Well, I mean, Dr. Fuller and I are, we're different types of people, I mean, it's hard to say how somebody would react to something the same as somebody else,
What is happening here? Are you?
Nothing. Thank you.
What kind of heart surgeon are you, Dr. Ayub, that you did not recognize the symptoms of heart disease in your own sister?
I did recognize them. I was the one who saw it in the moment when she was short of breath. And
all right, sorry. My notes are wrong on that.
Case files, Kev. Read the case files. Do your homework.
Do you know, I actually really enjoy this part of the thing because I'm not really that stern and harsh. But these kind of sessions where you have to pretend to be because you're defending the interests of a hospital or such like, it's part of my favorite part of the day. So sorry, Doctor, I got that one wrong. I'll reset and ask you a different question in a moment.
You know what I think you need, Kev?
You can call me Kev.
I think it's been a little while for you, hasn't it? It's been some time since you've gotten in the operating room, isn't it? Huh? Gotten up on that table. Made the incision. Whip stitched.
Has it? Because you could never keep it in your pants before.
Time goes by. You learn to respect people, not to take them for granted. To not start a relationship unless you mean to see it through. To love somebody forever.
I mean,
do you love somebody forever, Dr. Ayub?
Get one thing straight. I never should have agreed to go with you to Acapulco. I did not know that you were going to be there. If I had known, I would have drawn some clearer lines. Now, once I discovered it was a good trip, I had already paid for the flight, I decided to stay.
You would have drawn clearer lines than hooking up with a married man?
Correct.
Gotcha. Cool. Just wanted to clarify that where your lines are drawn. Thanks. Are you sure you should be the moral compass of this thing? Because
I am not the moral compass, Miss Summers. I am the chief financial officer, determining what is best for this hospital. And I'm able to turn off my emotions relatively easily.
then you shouldn't mind if I have a smoke.
Miss Summers, it is a functioning, working hospital. We have lung cancer patients here. We have people who can't breathe. It's on all of the doors. It's a little sign that has a cigarette with a little Ghostbusters X out on it.
I didn't see that.
Why did you marry her?
How dare you?
It's a valid question.
How dare you?
You're a witch.
What happened to keeping it professional, Meryl?
I had too many croissants. They make me bloated.
Guys, sorry to interrupt. We should probably... Chris is here. I mean, he's been here for the last 25 minutes and nobody's said anything to him yet.
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm having a blast. I think you three are experiencing what can be imagined as a high emotion filled situation. And you can speak for yourselves whether or not you are at your most rational, most logical place. And because I can't say that for you, I've only met one of you just today, and yeah. So isn't it something? These emotions rushing through your veins. It's a wild thing.
It's I didn't realize you were a psychiatrist surgeon.
No, I'm just probably a top 5 surgeon in this hospital, which is also saying something. I just find it a little offensive that you guys are spending all this time determining the fate of the greatest surgeon on this side of the planet, and you are actually going to let 2 failed surgeries, 2. Do you understand the old saying about surgeons? If you have a day without death, that's a good day. That's the job that we have. And the 3 of you are going to sit there and actually determine whether or not Cameron Fuller shouldn't work here anymore. I think you need to get over yourselves, stop looking to your left and your right, and look at what's in front of you. There are so many hospitals in this entire country that would say, please, God, give me Cameron Fuller. Well, and why aren't the 3 of you saying that?
Well, no, that's exactly what I've been saying this entire time. I am on Cam Fuller's side, have been since we were 8, and he proposed to me.
Since you were 8? That's the truth of it, isn't it? 8. How could I compete? How could I compete with that?
Well, you didn't try very hard.
I gave up.
Meryl?
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Meryl.
Bring in Dr. Fuller.
I'll go get them.
I would like to begin the questioning, if that's all right with both of you.
Well, I have one question.
All right. It's not all right with you.
No, it's not. So here's the thing. Who even brought this? Everyone seems to love Cam. So why are we even here? The statistics are surgeons kill 1 in 5 people.
It's big. You know why we're here. We're here because we could be sued because the reputation of the hospital is on the line. And I'm here as the defender of that reputation, and you're here to attack it just like you attacked my reputation for years.
I think you did that yourself. Okay.
Meryl, I'm so sorry you have to hear this.
Kim, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. Everyone loves you. It seems that the only person who has any issue with you is this Meryl Strong.
Is that true, Meryl?
Meryl?
Guess you caught me out, didn't you, Cam?
I didn't mean to go hot on you there. This whole thing's it's got me upside down. And I'm not the greatest surgeon at this hospital. That's ridiculous. I'm a human being.
I like that about you. I like it very much.
You know,
I owe you an explanation.
Really? I know you don't like feelings. I know you hated them.
You made me feel them anyway, though, didn't you?
I didn't make you do anything. I just tried to love you the only way I knew how.
I didn't come home the night before Dr. Love's surgery because I was on my way back from Acapulco. You made me feel too good. You made me feel great. And that was very frightening, Cam. So I did the only thing I knew how to do, which was turn off, crunch some numbers, and betray you completely. I blame myself for the fact that Dr. Love is dead because I know exactly how you were feeling going into that surgery. I know because I have all of your voicemails asking me when I'm coming home.
You don't get to blame yourself for that.
I do. I get to blame myself for something, Cam. I get to take responsibility for something at some point in my life besides this hospital. And it
isn't fair. You can't shut me out and then fuck. I would have done anything for you.
I have a question, Cam.
All right.
Knowing what you know, knowing that I've sent you through this, trying to numb myself out, trying to distance myself completely from all of my hurt feelings. Do you still feel the same way about me?
Only want the sun when it's raining, but it's cold. What are you trying to prove with your fighting? What are you waiting for? Do the right thing. What are you gonna say that's uniting? What are you gonna do with the rising? Liars led the war, fires know the score. What are you gonna do in the rising? Liars led the war.
Thank you, everyone. I have reached a verdict. Before I present it, I would like to express my gratitude to the doctors, the administrators, both councils for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's not easy making a decision like this. My role as chief financial officer is to know what is best for the hospital. And oftentimes in this role, I am forced to think about our doctors as numbers on a spreadsheet, ledgers, rather than the people, the real humans that they are, and the mistakes that they are capable of making. Dr. Fuller, before I say what I have decided, can you tell me, do you still want to be here?
More than anything, this is the greatest team I've ever been associated with. All day long, I keep hearing that people are saying I'm the greatest surgeon in the Northern Hemisphere. The best surgeon in this hospital is Monica Chamblain. She saved my life with a procedure that she invented. I'm here, I'm in awe of everybody here, and every day I learn something new. And every day, hopefully we push death back just a little bit. There's nowhere else I can go.
That's my Cam.
Thank you. As you all know, this is a teaching hospital. We are all capable of learning. Dr. Fuller will remain. However, he will be reduced to intern status so that he has the ability to retrain himself. We will give him a second chance. I'm sorry, Cam.
That wasn't what I expected. I'm sorry, I'm better than that. I'm better than that.
You did better than I could have imagined. I owe you a huge debt, and we can add it to the bill.
Look, the bill is wiped clean. You are my Cam, my Cammy bear. I would do anything for you.
You'd do anything for me?
Yeah, man, I would beat up little kids. I mean, when I was a kid, I would beat people up with law, as I do. I would do anything for you.
Would you marry me?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm deadly serious.
Oh my gosh. I need to smoke. Oh, yes, of course I will. I said it last time and I'll say it again. Yes. Do you want a cigarette?
Yeah, I'll take one.
I see you found the courtyard.
Oh, it's you.
I just wanted to express my apologies to Cam. Dr. Fuller.
You were You were fair. And I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
Well, you know where my office is if you ever have any questions.
I'm here now. All questions go through me. Hope you enjoy your Burberry.
I'll try.